What a day to be alive! College Valley has some of the best walks in the Cheviot Hills and surrounding areas. Good morning and welcome back to Em's Adventure in the heart of College Valley on this beautiful Saturday morning. Today was to climb up the Bizzle and follow Bizzle Burn. However, when I've got here, it's very overgrown with ferns and heather and you just can't see the holes, so I'm gonna go further in a bit more and see what it's like and possibly just go up the side. Right. Come up this side here. And it's the wrong side. I should have been on this side, down there. And there is the fallen rock. Damn it. But that's all right. Look at this. Right, so my dilemma is I've come up the rocks. My dad's texting his helicopter on the way. He says I should have gone up the right hand side of the burn and I've come up the left hand side and I've scrambled up onto mid-hill, and now there's a sheer drop behind us just there. You can see the heather. Well, that doesn't show how steep it is. There's the scree behind us. I've come on the wrong side, man. He says there's a hard side and an easy side, and I says yeah, I've come up the hard side because it's a lot steeper where I am at the minute, where I've scrambled up the side. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm on mid-hill, but look at that bad boy behind us. That is the Bizzle. So I was gonna go, stay there Rolo, I was gonna go up here and then up there. Stopped halfway up and I'm just having a little break. To be honest with you, I'm quite glad I came up this side because the views are just incredible of the Bizzle. I think if you're going to do the Bizzle, perhaps do it in autumn when everything's died back. God, I'm sweating. When everything's died back a bit, because it is quite rough. Because obviously it's not a path well trodden. I've managed to find a very faint track, whether it's done by the deer or people walking up mid-hill. I tend to go up belly side or up the side of mid-hill when I've been up here. But this route is just incredible, the views. I'm just going to spin you around 1 second. The views, look at that. I mean, the Bizzle is immense. You can see why they come and ice climb here in the winter. Now I know there was an avalanche. There's been a couple of avalanches up here. One was in the 70s, I think. I'll have to double check. And a couple of guys got stuck, and I think his pal helped him out. He was upside down in the snow. But I mean, the size of it is just amazing. And I've always seen it from below and looked up into it, but never scrambling up the side. It's good fun. I'd quite like to have a wee scramble up here at some point. There's loads of deer, and I saw a fox running up the side here. Just down here there was a fox. Don't know what he's doing up here, little tinker. So I've got Rollo on the lead just in case he sees anything and is off. So we're going to head up, keep going up, and we're just going to have a day up on top. We're going to go to the Bizzle crags over the other side here, and then we'll head over to Braden, and then there's a cairn on the opposite side of the hen hole which overlooks down into the hen hole opposite Oakup Cairn, which I'm going to go and try and get to. Not sure what it's like up there, but yeah, just stunning. I mean, I'm sitting in the can't even speak. I'm sitting in the long grass, so likely I'm going to be covered in ticks. The last time I was up on Braden Crags, was last year. I think it was January time. I'll have to check, but there's a video on Braden Crags and the B-17 bomber that went down, and I got a beautiful cloud inversion which stretched all the way from Scotland, and it literally just stopped at the valley floor. Amazing. So if you haven't seen that, check that one out, because that's a really nice video with the cloud inversion. Look at that, man. It's just beautiful to be out. Like I said, I think the views are much nicer from the top. I don't think you would get this sort of view from down in the Bizzle floor, but I think I will come back and go up the right side. Maybe leave it till the autumn, till the heather's died back, like I say. So yeah, right, I'm gonna have some. That is a lovely little scramble up. Doesn't love a bit of off-road. Or sick of the crowds and don't want to see folk, my advice is come on top of Cheviot, up via the Bizzle. Nobody comes up here, very rarely, and it's just amazing having it all to yourself. I can't hear dogs barking. I'm assuming that over on the summit of Cheviot, which is over that way behind me, but I'm staying away because it'll be humid today. Oh, it's just much. What a day to be alive. The dog is drinking stagnant. He's found the only patch of water. Rollo! And it stinks. He's gonna be ill. Rollo! So I'm at 810 metres. Oh, get out of there. Look at him. Oh my God. You're going in the river. Oh. What are you going to do? I've given him water. He won't drink it. He just prefers the crappy water on the top of here. It's the only patch of water. You're going to be ill. Look at the state of you. Wow. Right, so I'll spin you round. So if anybody knows Cheviot, that is Cairn Hill there. And the path goes along onto Cheviot. And this Cheviot trig is just over this brow here. I could walk across to it, but I'm not going to because I want to go somewhere else. I am heading, you can just see Orcup Cairn, wait a minute, in the distance, up there. Can you see? There. So we're heading over there. This terrain is really rough, so sturdy footwear and walking poles are advised. Normally, this would be deep bog, but because it's been so dry, listen to that. If anybody wants to do Coombe Fell today is the time to do it because it'll be dry as a bone. Helium balloon. I am going to take it home and maybe blow it up with helium again. No, I'm not. I'm just going to put it in. I'll get planning permission to build a little cottage here. I mean, I don't need water. I'll go down to the hen hole and get water. I don't need electricity. Don't need nothing. I'll be self-sufficient. Just a little wood shack. Well, maybe it's not wood. It would have to be something that would withstand the Cheviot weather in the winter. But oh, can you imagine? Then I guess it would eventually sink, wouldn't it? It would. But what a lovely idea. Look. I mean, look. It's flat. There's lots of wildlife kicking about. I mean, winter time I might get snowed in. But I could just get a little quad, cut an alligator, and just go down to the local village. I wonder if anybody's tried. Who would I speak to? National Park. I'm gonna. National Park, if you're listening, do you fancy renting us out a little square? I mean, it does, you know, 4 metres by 3 or 4x4 would be grand. You know, single level. I'll bury my waste. Take my rubbish down every Monday down to Heathpool. I think that's me. And I'll just make sure people keep it. I'll litter pick. That's what I'll do. I'll litter pick. Right, National Park. If you fancy, building me a little shack. In fact, I'll get my dad to build us one. Dad, if you're watching this, build us a shack up on Cheviot. And I'll just stay here. I mean, yous are all thinking, I know yous are all thinking, Emma, there's lots of other places. Much nicer places you could build a shack. However, I am not going to be bothered by other people. Here am I. I'll be the old woman that lives on the hill. Keep away from the Cheviot witch. I've been called worse. I'm at the cairn with no name. If anybody knows what it's called. It's at the top left of the head hole. So we managed to get over to the cairn opposite Orco Cairn. Now this cairn on the map has no name, it's just called a cairn. It should have a name really because it's very distinct. If anybody knows if it does have a name on an old map perhaps, please let me know in the comments. It's absolutely stunning. This is the first time I've been to this particular cairn. It's literally straight across from Brayton Crags. If you come up from Dunsdale House onto Brayton Crags and then straight across Cheviot. As you can see behind me there's Orcup Cairn. There's lots of people on there today and there's not a soul on this one. I suppose you could scramble, let me show you. You could scramble up the side of the hill from the valley floor before you go into the head hole, but it's quite steep and there's a lot of scree and stuff, so I wouldn't advise it unless you're not that bothered about heights and stuff like that. It's absolutely beautiful, look. The wind has picked up. It is very windy. We've just stopped for lunch. Starving, both me and the poor little dog. He's eating my olive bread. I'm not sure if dogs are allowed to eat olives, so I've picked the olives out. Anyway, there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Left the cairn now and we're heading over to Brayton Crags, just behind me over here. There's no path, you've just got to pick your way through the Cheviot. It's absolutely stunning. Let me show you College Valley. So we're heading up there and there is the beautiful College Valley in all her summer glory. Stunning. Braden Crags, and I'm coming down the opposite side of the Bizzle on the grass. I saw something shiny and I thought, oh, I was like a magpie. I came over. Turns out it was obviously a piece of metal off one of the planes that crashed. Sparkling in the sunshine. So anyway, we're going to go down this other side. Down the grass on the other side of the Bizzle from where I was this morning. Oh, I mean, it's rough ground, it's proper ankle turner, so you've got to be so careful. It is quite steep. Loving it. Just beautiful. I've got my shorts in my bag. I think me and Rollo are going to have a little dip in the burn when we get back down. So nice. So we've come down there and then we've traversed across here because there was quite a few holes and I didn't want to risk hurting myself. Rollo was getting a bit twitchy. So we're just back on the normal path from Dunsdale House, heading back. So that is the Bizzle, and I've been up that left side and along the top, all the way along, right over and all the way back. You've got Bellyside Hill across there, up there, and then this is Mid Hill, takes you onto Bellyside Crags, and then that's the Bizzle Crags on the top. And then further over the back, you can't see it, is Braden Dunsdale House that you can rent from College Valley Estates. Beautiful. It's really nice inside. It's like my friend stayed there a couple of years ago for Christmas. Sorry, I totally forgot to record an outro. What a lovely walk. My face is burnt now, so I have had cream on, but I must have sweated it off. So I'm gonna go home and have a cold dip in the ice bath and sort my muscles out. Rollo is in the back there sleeping. He's knackered. He had a little swim in the river, which was delightful, and I put my feet in. So yeah, right, onwards and upwards and home. What an amazing walk. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all of it, bravo. If you didn't, well, that's fine. And I am putting together some more of my holiday videos of the scramble and Ben Nevis and such like. It's just time is yeah, so I thought I'd do this one and then I'll try and get the other one sorted as well if I haven't done it already. enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for your support, everybody, and if in doubt, just get out. Look, that is actually water that I put on my face when I got back to the car. Right, ta-ta for now, see you soon. You can extend the walk by parking at Heathpool, which is free parking. However, I paid the £10 for a parking permit from College Valley Estates. It is worth the money if you want to do a shorter hike. The hike I did ended up being 8.5 miles, which I thought, doing all those hills and the ascent and descents, was pretty fair going.